almost forgot to stop the thing. I'm over here like I'm in breaking one or breaking two. You know how they will pop it and lock it. And anyway, y'all know I'm crazy. But welcome, 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 guys, to the Dear Read Talk Show. I know you guys probably seen it go across the screen, but for the ones that was not paying attention, let me place it and put it in my own words. Everything that you hear over here is allegedly and always, in my opinion, this is the Copyright Act of 1976, using fair use for celebrity news, entertainment, news reporting, and all that good jazz. And you guys can also see it down on the stroll bar. So I want to get right into the meat and potatoes. You always know if you're going to get anything over here, it's the meat and potatoes. So let's just get right into it. Okay, I put this is a mess. It's a mess because every time you turn around, the city of Huntsville, we might as well just go ahead and leave the gates open because we never know. This show is the gift that keeps on giving even when the show is on hiatus. So you see Martell and Ariane over on the right. They are enjoying the festivities at the homecoming this past weekend. So they were, and Ariane was taking a picture. She also took a picture with her daughter. And word on the curb, on the street, I seen on a content creators page that I was over, listening to. I seen a picture of her daughter's dad and his wife. So they were also there too. So when they say Huntsville is very small, it's very small. And here's our lovely Melody and Jason, the bodyguard. Okay, I'm going to tie all of this in. So I'm quite sure you've heard Tasha K came out and on her Instagram and left a message for Melody, and it's regarding with Jason. Also, somewhere in that time frame of the weekend, Ariane popped on, showed a picture of Jason, supposedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, of Jason and the wife. I seen the picture. I don't have it, but I seen it. I'm not sure if that it was a young picture. I mean, it was like older picture, but a young picture. If it was of Jason, I was looking when he was in the car. The picture that I have on here, he was in the car, and I was looking at his hands. I did not see a wedding ring. Doesn't mean he's not married. Some people don't wear, rings depending on their profession or things of that matter. But my major point is before I read what Tasha K wrote, why does it matter if Melody, whatever Melody want to do with her box, it's her box. Now, for the life of me, I don't understand. I wouldn't have never been able to agree unless my attorney said, hey, go ahead and agree to this, to tell me I can't have a person over. I just don't understand that. Like their divorce was wild, and I really probably believe Martell is the one allegedly wanted to have that stipulation put in, which I don't understand, why. But Tasha K has some things to say. So if you look over to your left, you will see, and a lot of people kept saying when Martell went and filed, why is Melody name still on as Hope? Just because you change your name when the divorce is over, they don't. I don't know about Alabama, but I know Florida, Georgia. If you have a case, it's because like when you go to file again, they'll ask you if you have any cases that are part of this case. And all you're doing is really adding on the case numbers so they can track all the cases under the same complaint. Because if you're going and reopening, not really reopening, but adding to a divorce or having a complaint, like say for instance what LeBaric is doing with Destiny, they're not opening up the divorce, but it's still up under that name. So it's not like if Melody was going to file under Cherie, Melody Cherie Rogers, it would be a whole different type of case. It wouldn't be anything involving an extension of the divorce. So, let's say she was dealing with a case where Martell allegedly would have went in her bank and stole her money. Now she could file a case under Melody Rogers because this was done after the divorce. It has nothing to do with divorce. This is a criminal case, not a civil case. So it's a whole different case. So that's the reason why Holt is still on there, because everything that she did prior to getting her name changed was under the umbrella of Holt. So hopefully that makes sense. But anywho, this is what Tasha K had on, and you guys can go over to Unwind with Tasha K, what she had on her posting when it came to Melody. And I don't know what went on behind the scenes. I don't know if she reached out to Melody. I don't know, because I do know when she sat down with Ariane back, what, 2 years, 3 years ago, however many years ago, when Ariane talking about she grew up in a two-parent household. We all know that was a debacle. So, anywho, she had stated that, she had asked Melody before she talked to them if she wanted to come on and things of that nature. But the case is just, you guys have heard about it. But what she is stating, Tasha wrote, I know goddamn well, hashtag Melody Holt, aka Melody Cherie, ain't lying up with another woman's husband. And you guys see the red exclamation marks. Cause that man is very much married, Melody. Exclamation mark again. What's the wine, sis? With the question marks, meaning like, tell me, girl, you want to talk about it, or should I drop what I have? Cause I hope Miss Sister Wife victim ain't doing what she cried about to the world to another woman. Two question marks, and then she put those eyes like, ooh, and I'm sleep, smiley face. Stay tuned. Let me guess, y'all just a working. Yeah, she just basically saying y'all just a working. And then this is hilarious, about to be a long, hilarious week. That's what Melody had on her thing. And then it was some other stuff. But the major thing for me that I wanted to also read to you guys was this part where Tasha had put under another clip she had put, and I just want to make sure I read it to you guys. Say, Unwind with Tasha K, hashtag red wine news, and her wine glass. Nothing was proven in court that Melody was sleeping with a married man. Melody had the case continued. Stay tuned. Will spill at dawn tomorrow night on YouTube. Now, I know a lot of people were getting up, thinking that she was going to say something early this morning, but she clearly stated that she said dawn tomorrow night. If she was going to do it in the morning, she would have said, I will be spilling tomorrow morning at sunrise. Dawn means sun is going down. Okay. So, anywho, that's what, sorry about that, guys. That is what Tasha had stated. My thing is, and I want to take you guys back to the court document, and the reason why she's stating that on the court, what she stated about she had it continued, because I blew it up on my other phone, and it states, Hope Melody Cherie, plaintiff, and then Hope Martell Lavar, defendant. Motion to continue filed by Hope Melody Cherie is hereby granted. Now, this is what was granted, because it was always circulating around that she had won and it was dismissed and everything. From what I'm seeing here, and that's why I never came out, because I never had the paper in my hand in front of me, but I have the case number and everything. It clearly states that the motion, and it is ordered, a judge and decreed that the above reference matter is hereby specifically set for trial on 5th day of February 2025 at 9 a.m. in courtroom hashtag, well, number 116 at Madison County Courthouse. And this was done on the 3rd of October, 2024. So what happened was it wasn't dismissed, nothing was decided. So what Tasha K is stating is true. So I never, you guys noticed I didn't come out and say, yay, Melody won or whatever, because until I have the actual facts, I just didn't want to say anything. But now that I have this, so nothing is set in stone. They will be going to court on this, when it comes on February the 5th. So this is my thing. Some of the stuff I've been hearing on the streets is stating that, Tasha K is threatening or, coming at Melody and different things of this nature. If you know anything about Tasha K, number one, she has learned her lesson on some things from the Cardi B situation. So if she's coming out, because let me just go back with you guys. If you remember when she spoke with Ariane and Ari back this 2, 3, 4, whatever years ago, she had stated that she reached out to Melody and she sat down with Melody or whatever. I've always heard her say she reached out to certain people. Now, certain people she would not reach out if she don't really care. She just gonna run the story. Like she said, she reached out to Kevin Hart. She reached out. I follow Tasha K. I've been following Tasha K well before I became a content creator. I mean, ever since she's been out. We have a lot of things in common. One, we're from the same state. We're both Florida all day, Florida. We have the same birthday month, and we are both direct, very, very direct, and we are about our moolah. I don't specifically have a problem with Tasha. If I see Tasha do something, I'll say something. This is what I am doing. I am really waiting to see what she come out with. The thing that I think should be done, if I was Melody and if it was out there, even if it wasn't true, I just wouldn't want that. I'll be like, look, let me just talk to her and see. I don't feel that Tasha is just going off of what Martell and Ariane is stating allegedly, because if that was the case, she would have came down on She would have came down when her and Martell had that sit down. He was showing her those different texts, and Tasha, from what I'm remembering, and this is allegedly because I can't remember it correctly, I think she did put some of the text. She put something out, but then she had to go ahead and put it over on her channel. I think she put it over on her channel, but some of the stuff should have been redacted. No one's perfect, but my whole thing with this situation is I don't personally see, and I'm not gonna say it's 100% that I believe, but I really don't see that Melody is into Jason. I just don't see he's her type. I really don't. Now, let's get to this part where Martell told the judge, allegedly, one of the kids came out and seen Melody kissing. Uh-oh, sorry about that, guys. The phone went down. Melody kissing Jason. I don't know if Martell asked the children or did it shock the children to see Melody possibly allegedly kiss someone else. I do not know. We cannot say. We cannot say if that did. You don't know. When you spend a lot of time with somebody, you may catch feelings. Especially if you got somebody protecting you, even if they paying you. And I know it's a movie, but look at Whitney Houston and the Bodyguard. Kevin Costner, we was all like, oh, girl, kiss him. But what I'm stating is, Melody is flesh and blood. She's human. I do not know if maybe she could have, had a little drink and it was like romantic and they were just sitting there. I don't know. All I'm stating is I don't really see him being her type, but I can see him being her type. It's a 50-50 thing. The one thing I'm not going to do, I am not going to egg Tasha K on, because the one thing you need to know about a person like us, if you keep poking us, we're going to dig. We're like a dog with a bone, and we're going to find something Even if it's not about Melody, it could be about Jason. And what I'm stating is whatever made Tasha come out and put that is something that made her say, oh, let me go ahead. Because the thing about it is, Martell done got mad at Tasha K plenty of times because Tasha K, y'all may think that Tasha K is his buddy, but Tasha K, she don't really just listen to Martell. She goes and do her work. But think about this. If y'all really, really think about this, Tasha K could have ran so many different stories. She has bigger fish to fry. She has larger celebrities that she talks about. So for me, you got to sit and say, what is it that made her come out and say this? It can't just be Arion and Martell because those jokers been trying to get Tasha K to do stuff for years. Tasha K, she'll do a little bit and she'll go about her business because she stated she liked Melody. I don't know what has changed. I don't know what has changed. But what I do know is I'm not going to say Tasha K is a liar, and I'm not going to say Melody is a liar, and I'm not going to say those kids are a liar, because at the end of the day, we know that when we think our kids are in the room, I have one son who they be playing their loud music and stuff. And if me and my husband have a disagreement or anything, baby, we better go and walk down the road, because if we even in the garage, that joker, he be having his ear to the cement. And I'm thinking, he'd be like, yep, I heard everything. So we can't say what somebody heard, what somebody singing. I'm not going to put it past him to ask those questions to those children. I am not going to do that. But I don't. She has very, very smart, articulate children, and I do not see one of them just coming out of the blue stating that. Now it could be Sugar Mom. Sugar Mom is at that age where kids. You tell them don't tell stuff in your house, but I'm not stating that Melody did it, and I'm not saying I would be a fool to sit here and say I know 100% Melody didn't kiss the bodyguard. How do I know that? She can't sit and say what I do. Nobody knows what nobody does 100%, but those two people and God. That's it. That's it. So what I'm stating is I would behoove everyone not to poke the bear when it comes to Tasha K, because just wait to see what she has to say at dawn. Now, if Tasha, you come out and you don't have no like concrete evidence, oh, come on, Tasha. But from the Tasha that I know, she's pretty much lately made it her business to get the things right before she get into anything. And I want to go ahead and solidify some of these things. People are saying that she needs to worry about her money she owes Cardi. Well, all of these, if you didn't hear her, which a lot of you probably don't follow her, but that's why she's doing these tours, these comedy tours, because that's going towards paying. That is going towards paying. She's clearly stated that. But at the end of the day, as a content creator, everybody can say and do what they want, but I just can't get down on her because she's doing something. Let me ask you this. Let me ask everybody who listen to this, please put in the comment. If the shoe was on the other foot and it was Martell who wasn't with Arion, he was with a different person, and the kids went, one of the kids went home and told Melody the same thing, and Melody went and did the same thing. And Tasha K, everything was the same, but it was Martell. I'm not on. Y'all know I don't like. I don't hate nobody, but Martell, I don't see it for him. I don't see it for him because he's a trash behind dude. If you don't want to be with somebody, divorce them and keep going. You don't have to be with nobody. Your life would have been a whole lot better. If it was me and I know I was coming on the show, I would have been like, look, I don't want to do the show, X, Y, and Z, because you knew it was going to come out. But see, if I can remember it right or not, based on what was said, Martell allegedly was saying, well, I thought that we talked to you guys before the show started, like the night to talk about our business. But Scott's and nobody put their y'all business out there. Y'all put y'all business out there. So the Scots honored what y'all asked them to do. So they didn't put y'all business out. You and Melody put y'all business out. So all I'm saying on this is just be open minded. It's not because I like Tasha, but the whole thing about it is you have to give Tasha some credit. Tasha could have came out. She could have dogged Melody out when she was talking to Ariane. And what you don't understand, when she was talking to Ariane, when she was talking to her, a lot of people like, I wanted her to go in on Ariane, this. You got to know who you interviewing. You got to know they style. It's almost like you selling to a person. She had, just like with Martell and Ariane, you gotta feed their, and Destiny, you have to feed their ego. You have to give to get a little bit. So she told Tasha K told her, look, I'm a wife. I'm a wife and you're a mistress. You know, you're not a girlfriend on the side, you are a mistress. She was basically really just throwing shade at her in her face. But the thing about it is, it was the way she was coming off. She was coming off like she was like, oh, I rock it with you, but I'm also a wife. But you a mistress. You have to sit back and really listen to how Tasha was talking to her. Tasha was baiting her. She was feeding her in a spoon like she was a baby to get more information out of her. This was nothing about Tasha like Ariana and took it easy on her. No, no. You can't talk to a person like Destiny, Ariana, Martell, because if you come at them, pew, 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 like spitfire, like you shoot, like pow, 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 pow. If you come in at them, like question, they gonna get up and leave. If you want the interview, it ain't even Tasha K. Look at some of the best people who have interviewed. Look at when R. Kelly got interviewed. Questions that he did not like, he kept wanting to get up. When you're interviewing somebody, sometimes you got to know how to swim, fish, dive, catch that fish, come back up. Here go your fish, sir. And then ask another question. Give a little to get a little. All I'm stating is take your feelings. I've had to take my feelings out of how I feel about Melody and say, okay, open minded about everything. All I'm stating is give Tasha a chance to come out at dawn this tonight. She said dawn. She didn't say sunrise. And let her say. Now, maybe she'll talk to Melody. Maybe she won't talk to Melody. But I don't see Tasha coming out. Ever since that stuff with Cardi B, she's even stated herself, she makes sure she cross her T's and dot her I's. So we're going to see. And that's all I have to say on this. Until next time, guys, I want you guys to hit that like button on your way out. I want you guys to have a glorious hump day. Until next time, to Reeves, and I call y'all my peeps, my people. Until next time, peace and soul. Mwah. Love you guys.